For decades, the elusive figure known as Banksy has captivated the world, spray-painting political messages, orchestrating headline-grabbing stunts, and maintaining an ironclad anonymity that became just as iconic as the art itself. But now, a bold new claim is shaking the art world to its core. The identity of Banksy has allegedly been proven beyond dispute. If true, this revelation could mark the end of one of modern culture's most enduring mysteries. But like everything surrounding Banksy, the truth is layered, controversial, and far from universally accepted. Puzzle piece: the legend of Banksy. Banksy first emerged in the underground graffiti scene of Bristol in the 1990s, quickly gaining attention for his distinctive stencil-based art. Unlike traditional graffiti, his work combined sharp political commentary with dark humor and striking visual simplicity. From anti-war murals to satirical takes on capitalism, Banksy's art became instantly recognizable. His works have appeared on streets across the globe, from London to New York City, and even on the controversial barrier in West Bank. Despite global fame, Banksy never revealed his identity. This secrecy only fueled intrigue, transforming him from a street artist into a cultural phenomenon. Clapperboard: from graffiti to the Oscars. Banksy's influence extended far beyond street art. In 2010, he directed the documentary Exit Through the Gift Shop, which offered a behind-the-scenes look at the world of street art. The film earned an Academy Award nomination for Best Documentary Feature, making Banksy not just a graffiti artist but an Oscar-nominated filmmaker. Even then, he refused to appear publicly, sparking debates over whether he would attend the ceremony in disguise. His refusal to step into the spotlight only deepened the mystery. Who was this person, or group, capable of such global influence while remaining completely hidden? Magnifying glass: the man most often named, Robin Gunningham. For years, one name has consistently surfaced in investigations into Banksy's identity: Robin Gunningham. A former public school student from Bristol, Gunningham was first linked to Banksy in a 2008 investigation by the Mail on Sunday. Journalists tracked his movements and found striking overlaps between locations of Banksy artworks and places Gunningham had lived or visited. Further evidence emerged over time. Friends reportedly described Gunningham as an artist. Early photos of Banksy's alleged face resembled him. His timeline matched the rise of Banksy's career. While compelling, none of this was considered definitive proof, until now. Test tube: the beyond dispute claim. The latest claim that Banksy's identity has been proven beyond dispute stems from a combination of investigative journalism, academic research, and forensic analysis. One widely cited study used a technique known as geographic profiling, a method typically used in criminal investigations, to analyze the locations of Banksy's artworks. The results pointed strongly toward Gunningham as the central figure. Additionally, newly surfaced documents, interviews, and digital traces have reportedly strengthened the case. Supporters of the claim argue that the convergence of evidence leaves little room for doubt. But here's the catch: beyond dispute doesn't mean universally accepted. Balance scale: why the mystery still persists. Despite mounting evidence, Banksy's identity remains officially unconfirmed. There are several reasons why. 1. No direct confirmation. Neither Banksy nor Gunningham has publicly confirmed the connection. Without an explicit admission, skepticism remains. 2. Legal and financial stakes. Banksy's anonymity is not just artistic, it's strategic. Revealing his identity could have serious implications. Legal risks related to vandalism, tax and financial scrutiny. Impact on the value of his artwork. 3. The possibility of a collective. Some believe Banksy isn't a single person at all, but a group of artists working under one name. This theory complicates efforts to pinpoint a single identity. Face mask: the art of anonymity. Banksy's secrecy isn't just a personal choice, it's part of the art itself. By remaining anonymous, Banksy shifts focus away from the artist and onto the message. In a world obsessed with celebrity, this approach is both radical and refreshing. It also allows for bold, controversial statements without personal backlash. Whether criticizing governments, corporations, or social norms, Banksy operates with a level of freedom few artists enjoy. Collision: iconic works that defined a generation. Banksy's legacy is built on unforgettable pieces that blend artistry with activism. Some of the most famous include Girl with Balloon, a symbol of hope and loss. Flower Thrower, a protester hurling a bouquet instead of a weapon. There is always hope, a recurring theme in his work. Perhaps his most shocking moment came in 2018, when a framed version of Girl with Balloon self-destructed moments after being sold at auction. The stunt, executed at Sotheby's, stunned the art world and redefined what art could be. Building construction Dismaland and beyond. In 2015, Banksy unveiled Dismaland, a dystopian theme park described as a bemusement park. Located in Weston-super-Mare, it featured works from numerous artists and offered a bleak, satirical take on consumer culture. The project demonstrated Banksy's ability to think beyond walls and canvases, creating immersive experiences that challenge societal norms. Global impact and cultural influence. Banksy's work has influenced not just art, but politics, activism, and popular culture. His pieces often appear in response to current events, making them both timely and timeless. From refugee crises to surveillance culture, Banksy's art sparks conversation and controversy. Celebrities, collectors, and institutions have all embraced his work, driving prices into the millions. Yet, paradoxically, his anti-establishment messages remain intact. Thinking face, does it even matter who Banksy is? This is the question at the heart of the debate. For some, uncovering Banksy's identity would bring closure to a decades-long mystery. For others, it would diminish the magic. Banksy's anonymity is a rare phenomenon in the digital age, a reminder that mystery still has power. Revealing the person behind the art could shift attention away from the messages that made the work so impactful. Brain, the psychology of the obsession. Why are people so determined to unmask Banksy? Part of it is human nature. We crave answers, especially when something defies explanation. Banksy represents a puzzle, one that has resisted solution for years. There's also the allure of exclusivity. Knowing Banksy's identity would feel like gaining access to a secret club. But perhaps the greatest reason is this: Banksy challenges the idea that identity matters more than ideas. Downward trend: what happens if the identity is confirmed? If Banksy is officially revealed as Robin Gunningham, or anyone else, the consequences could be profound. Art market shift. Collectors might reassess the value of Banksy's work, either increasing or decreasing demand. Legal repercussions. Authorities could pursue charges related to vandalism or unauthorized public art. Cultural impact. The myth of Banksy would change forever, potentially altering how future generations perceive his work. Crystal ball: the future of Banksy. Whether or not the identity is ever confirmed, Banksy's influence is undeniable. New works continue to appear unexpectedly, proving that the artist, or collective, is still active. Each piece reignites speculation, debate, and admiration. In many ways, the mystery has become inseparable from the art. Even if the world learns the truth, the legend of Banksy will endure. Checkered flag. Final thoughts. The claim that Banksy's identity has been proven, beyond dispute, is as provocative as the artist's work itself. While evidence may point strongly toward Robin Gunningham, the absence of official confirmation keeps the mystery alive. And perhaps that's exactly how Banksy wants it. Because in the end, the real power of Banksy isn't in who he is, it's in what he makes us think, question, and feel. The art speaks. The artist remains silent. And maybe, just maybe, that silence is the greatest masterpiece of all.